got a few issues today. Normally we wouldn't be loading the sprayer in the back of my side-by-side towards the end of September, but yesterday I was checking some food plots and changing some batteries on a camera. I had the right wind to slip in because we're so close to season that right now I just kind of tiptoe around and noticed that the food plot didn't look quite right. So I walked over there, looked at it, and we've got army worms. They have totally destroyed one of my plots, so it got me worried, and I came over here to Grandpa's, went back here and looked at our plot, and we've got them in there, but they're not terrible yet. They just started stripping some plants down. So we're loading the sprayer, we're going to put some chemical in, and we're going to take care of them real quick today. All right, this is the plot that we came in and looked at yesterday. It actually looks really good. We've got a great stand of, this is actually Pennington Feeding Frenzy, but we've got a small issue, but if we left it alone would turn into a big issue in a couple days, and maybe overnight. We came in here last night and you can actually see these plants. If you look on this rye and this wheat, these army worms are in their first stage of life basically. What they do is they eat the undersides of these leaves and they don't eat all the way through it. That's their first stage of life. And you can see those little, oh, it's kind of like a translucent membrane that's left. Right now it's not a big issue, but they're definitely eating forage. But like I said, when those worms hit their second stage of life, they consume 90% of the plants. If we left this alone and didn't touch it, we'd come back and it'd be nothing but a dirt field in a couple days, and maybe even less. So what I recommend you do, if you've got army worms or if you see an infestation, go to your local co-op and tell them that you have army worms, and let a professional tell you exactly what chemical you need. You definitely want to take care of these before they totally wipe you out. All right, now we're back in the plot that I initially found the army worms in yesterday. And like I said, we looked at this about 10 days ago. I've got a camera right over here. These deer come out and they walk right by the camera and out into these big ag fields. So I walked over here and looked, and it just looked weird, and got down on my hands and knees and started looking, and these little worms are everywhere. And like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with army worms. I did a little research last night, and these seem to be army worms. They've got a little inverted Y on their head, and I don't know if you can see that. I know you can see it on that one right there. And you see them two little stripes, that it's an inverted Y, and they've got green and white and gray stripes down their back, and they move really quickly. And these are our culprits. And you can look at all these plants here. Like, here's a piece of rye, and it's just riddled. Look, there's actually a little worm right there that was on that plant. And that worm right there is he's in, I'd say, stage 1, so he's eating the bottom side of those leaves. They'll start it like this, and then within a day, it turns into that. That is not deer browse. That is army worm browse. So we're gonna get this sprayed, and I'm hoping, which we're in the shade right now, and there's a little bit of rye and wheat left. We've still got some radishes, some Austrian winter peas, but you get farther out in the plot and it's just gone. Got some brassicas out there that we might can salvage, so we're gonna go ahead and get it sprayed and hopefully take care of these. I mean, they're just crawling everywhere. There's one right here.